My name is Miki. I'm a polio survivor. I had polio in 2 epidemics. In 1953, we were under isolation the same way that COVID is right now. It was summer holidays, and even though we lived in a farm, we couldn't go to the kids that were an hour away. The movie theaters were closed. We used to swim in the river, but we couldn't even go to the park anymore. You can live in isolation. Yes, it's not nice, but we're lucky. I mean, things we didn't have back then, like Zoom. I can see my children and my grandchildren, my other relatives, my girlfriends. At least I can get to see them. We couldn't do that years ago. So we've come a lot farther. I think vaccine will be much quicker. I mean, it took years and years. They were working on it long before the 53 epidemic. Thing that scares me is that many people think, oh, well, once this is over, it'll be gone. I don't think enough was known about polio that eventually the nerves that were damaged would start growing back and you could do a certain amount of thing. Other than full movement in my right leg, I recovered quite nicely and I went on to live a very active life until post-polio came along. Be sensible. Preventing yourself from getting it is probably as simple as washing your hands frequently and wearing a mask and not doing silly things like meeting in groups of 100. Try and check the facts. The government's not out to get you. You want the world to go back to some sort of normal. Do the things that help. If you can protect yourself by just wearing a mask, make it a fashion accessory, it's going to be around for a while.